morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing good today. Looks like we are moving bullish on GJ over here. Oh, looks like people have their mics on and they don't know about it. Let's mute them. Welcome, Pablo. Pablo's first day out of the gulag here today. Looks like Pablo has joined the civilization. Just trying to make sure where the Zoom chat is. All right, looks like GJ is doing what we expected it to do yesterday after the Asian session. Once it broke above 138.540, we came up towards 138.850. Created some sort of created a retracement, a little bit of fake out, and a continuation up. I think we're coming up towards this resistance 139, 200. We're going to tap into 139, 200 again. This was the high created back on the 6th of August. So I think that high is getting tapped in here today. The only thing is just gotta wait for some sort of retracement, like a support, because this is a support form right here in GPGPY, right? And now price is retracing because price moved up a lot, so it needs to retrace a little bit for it to continue moving bullish. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, if this breaks the low over here, then we're in a good opportunity to, wait for a support formed and then a continuation towards 139, 200. So that's something I'm going to be looking at for price to come up towards 139, 200. I think that's going to be a very good opportunity here. What's this? Someone sent a chart. Let's take a look at this chart. This is GJ 30-minute. Oh, beautiful. Took here, booked 10 pips. Amazing trade. Yeah, I think we're going to go towards 139, 200 here today. Even from this high up over here, it's around like 16, 17 pips. So I think it's going to be a pretty good trade here today. 139, 200. Let's put that as target here. Target. 139, 200. This candle is about to close in 8 minutes. I think as the next candle breaks the high here, I'm going to take a buy. And then obviously target is going to be 139, 200. So I think a buy above 139.040 would be pretty good. Take a look at gold. Gold is taking a nosedive over here. Looks like that bad NFP news is really taking a toll on gold. If gold is going down, I think UCJPY should be moving up here relatively with ease. Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking some buys at like 139.050. Yeah, 139.050, and keeping the stops below this candle right over here for price to continue moving up. Oh, there we go. We got in 139.050 right over here. having my stops at 139,950, and we're anticipating price to continue up towards 139,200. Beautiful. Let's take a look on this 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle is bullish. 15-minute candle is like this. So I think it should be good. We should continue moving bullish here, because what's going on over here is, so I'm going to give this trade two chances, right? One chance is going to be like, if this does a deeper retracement, then that's going to be okay. You know, I'm going to close out the trade. And then the second chance is going to be once it's after the retracement, it forms a support and then starts to move up. So that's going to be a second chance I'm going to give. So we broke out over here. This was a support formed, made a high over here, broke this area, continuation up, and now we're creating like a minor support for price to continue moving bullish to 139,200. So I'm going to give this trade two chances here. Let's take a look at, ooh, okay, UJ is not going up. We tapped into the resistance of 106, 180. Let's see here. How about AUD CAD? I think for AUD CAD you need to send a chart. Yeah, you need to send a chart for AUD CAD. And then we're going to take a look at AUD CAD. Would you have entered at the previous candle open if you were on the charts? At the previous candle open? No, I would have waited for some sort of a retracement to take an entry. That's what I would have done. I would have waited for some sort of a retracement to take an entry. Looking on the 1 hour has a lot of room to go up, 139,200. Looking at the 4 hour still has room to go up. The only thing is that this is a rejection area, so we want price to keep on creating supports to support it to go up to our target, 139,200. I think it's going to be a pretty good trade over here. If I started account with $1,000 and went down to 700, but back up to now at 2,000, can I remove my original 1,000 without having to pay tax? Yeah, I think you need to worry about paying tax once your trading income increases, like it's more than your primary income. That's when you should worry about that. But at the same time, you need to talk to your accountant. These questions are supposed to, like, you need to talk to your accountant to ask him, hey, like, you know, what do you think I should do? What's going to happen? Also depends on where you live as well. You know, so, I mean, yeah. Depends on where you live. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is a gold chart. Sell stops below this wick. All right, let's zoom in over here. All right. Yeah, you need to talk to your accountant, Abdul Jamal. You need to talk to your accountant to see what's going on. Sell stops below this area. Yeah, it looks good. I think at the same time, you would want a candle right over here to close below this area for price to continue moving down, because you know what can happen is price may form a support over here and may start to go up. You know, so that's something you have to be careful about. Magic Keys is more expensive than my trading account. Well, then you can't trade. You can't trade because like trading is an expensive game, man. Trading is pretty expensive, so you should be able to afford to trade. Looks like GJ is coming down a little bit over here. If this candle breaks the low over here, then I'm going to close 50% of my position. No, actually, I'm going to close everything once it breaks the low right over here, because once it breaks the low, this means it's going to do a little bit of a deeper retest. So at that time, I'm just going to wait. So if it breaks the low here, I'm going to close everything, and then we're going to wait for, well, I'm going to wait for a much stronger support form for price to continue moving bullish. Continue moving bullish. This is where risk management is awesome, because once it breaks the low, which is it right now, so I closed my position right over here. Got out with -8 pips. Trade one. Damn man, we're on a losing streak here today. Had a losing trade yesterday, and then again today. It's okay. I think it was too early. The entry was too early over here. That's what I think. But it's okay. We're still moving up to 139.200. All right. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is AUD USD 15-minute buys. Yeah, I think it looks good. I think your stop is too wide as well. I think if you bring your stop right over here, I think it should be pretty good. Make it a little bit tighter at this point. When was your last losing week month? My last losing week was last year, I think in November. I think in November was my last losing week. But by the looks of it, this week is not going too good. This week, this week I think I'm up by like, oh yeah, this week I'm in a loss so far. This week I'm down $200. So it's turning out to be a difficult week, but I think from like yesterday was okay. Yesterday was just a probability of a loss, you know, and then price started to move up. It is what it is. But over here, the bias is correct. The bias is bullish, trend is bullish, they're moving up. If you look on the 30-minute, if you look on the 1 hour, it's very apparent that price will tap into 135. I mean, 135.200 is the extended target, but I think a good target is like 139, you know, 135, 140. But I still think 139.200 is very, very achievable. So the entry was a little too early, I think. So probably just gonna wait here for another confirmation. And now this is where the confirmations are gonna come up over here. You know, once price continues up, then we can have a second entry, keeping the same stop loss and anticipating price to come up towards 139.200. So just gonna look at this price here, 139.060. Okay. Whoever sent this chart, I'm pretty sure we can't see anything over here to the left hand side. We could see potential pullback to 2006, 1978. Okay, nice. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with the pullbacks. All right, so this is the second chance I gave my trade over here. This is the second and the last chance I'm going to give these buys here. Once we come up towards 139.080, I think it's going to be a good idea to give it a second chance to continue moving bullish. If GJ close, what's this? If GJ close 30-minute bearish, I'm going to wait for the next 30-minute candle to close above the previous. May look like how Raja took this one last week. Yeah, I just got to be very careful over here. Hey, if I find a setup that I trade, oh, deleted the message. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Ooh, too bright. So bright, man. This candle closed above the previous zone. Okay, support created over here. Bullish candle. Oh, this was the same trade I took last week. Something like this. Took 10 pips, came up over here, and yeah, I think it's a pretty good trade on Euro USD. Bullish candle confirmations. I generally don't like Euro USD. If you can take trades on Euro USD, I think that's awesome. I think Euro USD is, I don't know. Euro USD is affected by the euro and the US dollar, you know. So when you're trading something that's been affecting by two currencies, I think, yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to trade because at the same time, you want one currency to be super, super strong and you want the other to be super, super weak. Right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is broke the range, no confirmation for buys, confirmation for buys. Okay, you took a buy over here once it broke the high and price continued to go up. Beautiful. I think it's pretty good. I think it's going to continue moving bullish. 139, 200 is coming. We're going to come up towards 139, 200. This candle is about to close in 10 minutes. You got the 30-minute candle is also about to close in 10 minutes. And once we break the high over here of the 15-minute candle, it's going to continue moving towards 139, 200. Has anyone closed GJ trade for sells or buys? That's something you should ask. I mean, if you're in sells, I think you should be closing the trade. But if you're in buys, I think you should be keeping it open. What's this? GU. Minor break and retest of this level could look for longs when price close. Yeah, let's take a look at GU. GU is also moving bullish over here. GU can continue up towards 1.31, 1.310. Yeah, 1.310 would be a good target for GU to come up to. 1.310. That's like 26 pips away. Looking at the 1 hour, even looking at the 4 hour, looking at the 30-minute. Yeah, exactly. At the same time, GU broke above this resistance over here, so I think it's going to be a great idea for it to come down and create some sort of support and then continue moving bullish. And let's take a look at the Chinese indicator over here from the currency strength. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator. So the pound is strong, but it's not as strong as the yen is weak. You know, this is the problem. Euro is pretty strong, yen is pretty weak, so this means Euro JPY should be continuing up, right? Let's take a look at Euro JPY. Oh yeah, Euro JPY is continuing up here as well. We're coming up towards this consolidation area on Euro JPY right over here. So let's see what happens here on Euro JPY. Looks like GPJPY didn't really break the high. If it would have broken the high, this would have been a confirmation for an impulse entry to continue going up. But it came up, didn't break the high, and just kind of like retracing, which is good, you know, because if this closes bullish, then we have a support being formed. You know, when a support is formed, then the next candle has a high probability to continue moving up. Hey, if I find it set up that I trade, should I take the trade or wait for the New York Open? It's up to you. You know, if you think you should be waiting for the New York Open and if your trade still continues to go up, I think that's going to be a good opportunity, like for you to say, okay, you know what, this worked this time, let's see if it works next time as well. So, you know, like it's a lot of like watching and anticipating, like that's what trading is, you know, it's a lot of like waiting around and watching and seeing things work or not. And if things work once, then you start to see, hey, if it's going to work again tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. By the way, the stream is sponsored by Coca-Cola right here, and that painting in the background. That painting means money never sleeps. You see the painting in the background. It means money never sleeps.
Roger. I think these buys right here were good, man.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I
first
think so too.
the first entry was a little bit early. We should see a push like at 7 a.m.
Yeah, yeah, it was a very early entry. See, once this closes bullish, we continue moving up. I think the stop is going to be around, 138,970, and we should continue up towards 139,200. All right, let's take a look at pre-markets here. Pre-markets are, ooh, we're up 250 points, 277 points up on the futures. This means US 30 should be galloping bullish. Oh yeah, look at that. It is galloping bullish. Let's take a look on the daily on US 30. The daily has broken the high right over here. I think Trump was talking about this last night when they had some shootings outside the White House. Trump was talking about this. Trump was talking about how the Dow and the S&P 500 are going to rally and they're going to make new highs last night. And so what's happening right over here. Let's take a look on the daily. Wow, man, this thing is coming up over here. I think we can easily come up towards, 28 to 250, 270. That's like 200 points away. Straight bullish over here. It's gonna come down, create some supports, and continue on. So this is support it made right over here at 27,850. Now it's doing like a little bit of a retracement here again. What do you think about the New Zealand news coming out? New Zealand news is going to come out in the evening, actually at nighttime. So I don't think anything about it. It's not going to affect my trading at all. So this news will have no effect. Nothing. This candle is about to close in 4 minutes. And if you get a candle closing in 4 minutes, we formed a support in a uptrend here, like a minor uptrend. So the next candle should respect the previous candle's low and we should continue on towards 139,200. If that does not happen, man, then it's going to be a losing streak here, 2 days straight. Damn. Are you currently using the 5-minute as well for confirmation? No, just I'm only looking at the 15-minute over here. Only looking at the 15-minute. We got 3 minutes left here for the candle to close. 30-minute candle is closing like, yeah, it also needs to close like a strong candle over here. So we're going to see what happens. Would you not be worried about how weak the 30-minute is? Yeah, that's exactly. It's pretty weak. So there's some sort of waiting over here now. Waiting for the candle to close. It all depends on where this candle closes. You don't care about the consolidation to the left? Yeah, there is some consolidation here to the left, but I believe that if the target is 139,200, the volume in New York session, like the pre-New York and New York open volume, should push price up towards 139,200. That's what I believe. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. So it's good it's coming down, it's pretty good. It's good we're waiting for the candle to close as well. It's really awesome because the more it retraces, the more range we have to play in. Oh wow. See, if I get the flu, there's no way to tell if I have the flu or the C word. It's the same symptoms. Sore throat, runny nose, sneezes, coughing, a little bit of a fever. It's it's the flu, or is it something else? I think it's um, valid buys would be around 139, 100 for GJ. That level acts as resistance. 139, 100. Yeah, I think more valid buys are going to be once price creates some sort of a support over here. Because now what's going on is price is making a high right here, right? Price is making a high. I was actually waiting for this candle to break the high of the previous candle so I can take an impulse entry, but that did not happen. So now price is retracing after creating a high. So if it forms some sort of a support within this area, oh, let me just bring my other thing over here. Hold on. All right. Support in this area, I think we're going to have a pretty nice move to continue up to retest the high and then continue up towards 139, 200. So yeah, just going to wait again here. Got stopped out. 2 losses in a row. I'm out for the day. Oh, how'd you get 2 losses, man? It just came to the stream. Oh, looks like Ryan has his mic open. Gotta mute it. Yeah, 30-minute candle is retracing after making the high. This is good. We're gonna create a support later on. See, I believe as long as price stays above 138.850, which was a resistance here, this resistance was respected on the 6th of August in New York session, and then again in the before New York close, this area was respected as resistance. So this is a strong area right now, this whole area right here. So as long as price stays above this area, we're good to go up. So we're looking at the 30-minute came down, kind of like doing a retracement, 15-minute as well, doing a retracement. Now next, all I gotta wait for is a support to be formed. Once the support is formed, I'm gonna take a buy and we're gonna have a good day going up towards 139, 200. That's the trade I'm gonna look for. Why trade in pre-New York and New York and NYC much have bigger moves? Yeah, I trade in pre-New York and New York because that's the only time I have to trade. I wake up at this time and it's pretty good to trade at that time. Hey, looking at buys on your USD, mind telling me your thoughts? All right, let's take a look at this chart. This is looking for a break above this resistance to get in a buy to ride it up. Stop it at the previous support. Okay, so I guess you need some sort of a support formed here for price to continue moving on. Oh, looks like we're doing a deeper retracement over here. Pretty deep retracement here. It's pretty good. The more it retraces, the better support is going to form and then bigger of a move we're going to have. So now if you measure the range from 139 200 to right now, this is a 33 pip range. So I think if we form a support, we're going to have a pretty good move here. But this is the thing, it needs to respect 138.850. If it breaks below 138.850, then it's no longer a buy. Then the buying idea is out the window. Oh, GU trapped between reversal pattern and long-term trend line. These were the kind of analysis that always used to put me in trouble. Because I'd be in drawdown and I would look at analysis and let's say if I would be in sales, and I would search up GU long analysis and I would look at some analysis and say, okay, you know what, these guys think it's going to go up, so I think I should hold my buys while price dropped. And that was a very bad thing I used to do. But now I changed, Oh, look at that. We're coming deeper down over here, man. We broke below the low of the 1 hour candle. We're coming down towards 138.850. We just need to create a support over here so we can continue moving up. if we don't create a support, then if we break this area, then there's a very high chance we're going to continue moving down. So these are two targets we have, right? This area should be reached if we break below 138,850. So let me just mark it up right over here. Oh, what's this? This is something else. 138,850. It's broken. So this is just for your visual references right over here, right? If we break below 138,850, then we're going to continue down to this point here, 138,660, 650. Because price needs to respect this area as support and then continue moving up. That's something I'm looking at. Hey, can you look at this chart? I got stopped out. Thanks. Oh, thanks. Let's take a look over here. This is Euro USD. Buy above the break of resistance. Got stopped out. Yeah, I think when there's really strong resistances, I think you need to wait for a candle to break and close above it to take an impulse entry. I know what you tried to do. You tried to take an impulse entry. I think a good idea would have been to wait for a candle to close above resistance. Because when a candle is approaching resistance, we just don't know whether it's going to break above it or it's going to like respect it. You know, we don't know that. So in this case, candle came up, candle was still open, so candle respected it. It didn't break above it. So I think the problem was that you needed to wait for candle to break and close above it. So if we look at GJ right now, GJ is rejecting 138,850, and we really want it to create some sort of a support over here for price to continue moving up. You know, yeah, so we need a support form so we can go up towards 139,200. All what you're going to hear from my side this day is going to be 139,200 as long as we stay above 138,850. Do you have any thoughts on pivot points? I have no thoughts on pivot points. I have no idea what pivot points are. I do have an idea, but I've never really looked into it. I tried looking into it and they kind of like seemed a little complicated to me. Pivot points, so I stopped really looking into them. Oh yeah, it looks like gold is going to continue down over here.
Hey, Roger, what's this news about Russia with the vaccine?
I have no idea.
Okay, I think I saw it somewhere. I think somebody put it up on the group.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, I think they said Putin's got one and he's giving it to his daughter and it works. So yeah, that's yeah.
I don't know. I think this is some sort of a manipulation over here. Because if Putin is giving his daughter the vaccine, this means that there is a vaccine.
Use on yourself.
Yeah, you know.
Well, a kid.
Because then guys are going to say, oh, Putin gave it to his daughter, so this thing works. But why wouldn't he try it on himself, you know? You're probably thinking we can always make another daughter, but not another Russia. That's hilarious. Oh. All right, there we go. Let's take a look over here. We're rejecting 138,850. Come on. Gotta wait over here now. I think by New York Open we should come up towards 139,200. By New York Open. New York Open like 15, 20 minutes into New York Open. We're only 8 minutes into this 1 hour candle right over here, which is rejecting 138.850. So need a bullish candle to close, and then we can take buys for price to continue moving up. Just waiting right now, patiently waiting. Update your total losses. No, these are my total losses. I only took one trade. I only took one trade today. Can you help me with my CFA prep? No, I can't. I'm the wrong person to ask. What confirmations are you looking for the buys other than a rejection, a bullish candle to close? Well, what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for a candle even like, on the 15-minute to close bullish. If this can close bullish, with a wick on the top, and the next 15-minute candle can break the high, then I'm going to take a buy. Then I'm going to take a buy for price to continue on towards 139.060, this resistance it made, and then eventually with the New York volume for price to continue on towards 139.200. I'm going to have my stop at 138.850, below 138.850, so it's going to be around 10-11 pip stop, and I'm going to target 139.200. We're going to go up towards 139.200. Can you look at GU chart? GU in a big range. All right, let's take a look at this chart. Someone sent a chart in the Gulag. Okay, trade setup I saw on Euro New Zealand. I have not took this trade, but this is how I would approach it. Entry with the break of the previous high. Okay, right over here. Resting price. Stop loss is 20 pips though. I think your stop could be somewhere over here, right? And once this candle comes to a close, then you can bring your stop right over here below this candle, and then eventually have the next candles to continue moving up. I think that's how you should deal with your stop losses, because stop losses are all variable, Stop losses are variable based on where the candles are moving and where the candles are closing. That's how variable stop losses are. So if you look at the 15-minute right now, we are continuing moving bullish. Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking a buy here once this candle comes to a close, and I think that's going to be a very good trade going up towards 139.200. The daily candles show an average of 80 pip move. In order to go to 139.200, needs to expand the daily candle much more than recently had happened. Yeah, that's fine. We're still going to get 139.200. because the smaller time frames are supporting that idea. You see the rejection, you see how it's breaking up this minor consolidation over here and it's continuing on towards 139.050. It's going to happen, So if people think the stop is going to be too big or the risk is going to be too big and you don't know how to manage risk, then probably this trade is not going to be for you. Can you look at this GBP USD? All right, let's take a look here. GBP USD. So the best thing you can do for yourself is not to rush in the trade. That's what you can do, right? So I'm not going to rush into the buy right now. I'm going to wait for this candle to close. We still got 2 minutes left over here, so I think waiting is going to be very important here. What's this? Price made a fake out, waiting for retest, then sell. Okay, let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at GU here. Yeah, I think you're right, price made a fake out, but I think at the same time, if this bullish candle closes above this area, then there's a very high probability GU will also continue moving up. How much candles do you like to see form support? It's not about how many candles, it's about how strong the candle is. So if you look at this 15-minute candle, this is a very, very strong bullish candle, especially after that rejection it did down over here at 138.850. It's a very strong bullish candle. So this candle is paving the way for the next candles to continue on towards 139.200. If price closes below resistance, would this be a range and not a good buy over here? Yeah, see, so now you need it to close above this area here. And then it's going to continue up towards 139,200. I took an impulse entry before the stream around 138,930. Okay. Should I have waited for the retest? No, it's okay. I mean, you took it at 138,930, and then you got to see where your stop loss is. You know, if you're still in the trade, I think you're still good. So I think a good stop is going to be at 138,850. That's where a good stop loss is going to be. And now you see this candle is coming out to a close. Once this candle comes to a close, I think this is going to be a start of the road towards 139,200. This will be the beginning of the end of a winning trade. The beginning of a winning trade. What do you think about the mess on the left over here? Let's take a look at this chart. Someone sent a chart over here. Oh, Euro New Zealand. This is amazing trade. This is something I would take every day. Price made a high, came down, candle closed bullish. Candle closed bullish, confirmation to buys. You took a buy, and we should continue up to this area right over here. Okay, we got the candle close. This is gonna be the last chance I'm gonna give this trade, keeping the stop below the previous 15-minute candle, and then anticipating the volume in pre-New York and volume coming in New York open later on to continue price all the way to 139,200. This is the last chance I'm giving this trade. If it continues down and breaks below 138,850, then you know it's a probability of the price not working out. Basically, that's it. Had a loss yesterday and really looking forward to a win today, 139,200. Start praying, my friend. There's no praying. I mean, technically it makes sense. There's no praying at all. It's just confidence. Start praying. I think people are used to praying for price to come out of the drawdown, so they start praying. Hey, I'm new to the stream. Can you do a basic explanation on why you will get in GJ buys? The only reason I'm getting in GJ buys is because 138,850 is a strong support level, which is also a resistance level respected on the 1 hour and the 30-minute. Price came down and retested that level, and now 15-minute candle closed bullish. So now there's a very high probability for price to continue on towards 139,200. There's this minor resistance in the way over here, but I think with the volume coming in in the New York session, we should break above this area and then continue on towards 139,200. So yeah, it's a good trade over here. So I think the stop is a little bigger over here. I've got like a 13 pip stop, and TP is around 24 pips. So around 1 to 2 risk reward. Waiting for someone asking if you can stay TP and stop loss. Yeah, someone's probably going to ask where's your TP and where's your stop loss. Looks like GU is also doing a little bit of a breakout over here to continue on moving bullish. Is my message visible to everyone? Yes, it is. I think we should continue on towards 139,200. Such a nice number, man. 139,200. I think it's going to be an awesome day. It's going to be an amazing day. Coming up towards 139,200. Beautiful day. It's going to be one of those days, you know, where price goes to 139,200 and everyone's like, wow, man. We had the target when we came through the charts, took an entry first, didn't work, and then we took the second entry and it worked out. If someone's overtrading right now, if this is your overtrade, right? Overtrading trade is overtrading trade, right? If this is your overtrading trade, I would say don't take this overtrading trade. Like overtrading. over trading trade. Yeah. Ooh, looks like gold is continuing down over here. Damn. Gold is coming down to this previous resistance area on the 4-hour, right? So this is a consolidation area on the 4-hour on gold. Let's just remove this zone from here, remove this zone from here, and let's take a look on the 1-hour over here now. See this? Gold is approaching that area now.
Yeah, I was about to say, if anybody's in gold, watch when it gets to that area, because that's also a very heavy daily area too. So just be aware. I talked about it on Monty's stream on Sunday, that if we had a rejection up at 2033, that we would drop down to this level because of on the daily, the clean candle to the left. But we needed that rejection and we got it. So this was actually pretty textbook. So if somebody was trading gold, you had the rejection here, this, and then as soon as we broke this, you have clean candle all right here. So that was your trade. I mean, if it goes further down, great, but this is a very scary spot, to be honest, at 1978, 1976. I was born in 1979. You're on mute, my fine friend.
Oh, 1979. Yeah, we passed 1987 over there.
Yeah, it's like, man, I was born in 1979. Why is it all the way back on my birthday?
Look at GJ. Yeah, GJ's going to go to 139.200. I mean, even if you just take a buy and just go about your day, have a sandwich, go to the washroom, whatever, come back in an hour and we'll be at 139.200. Looks like G will also continue moving up over here. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here for shits and giggles. Oh, look at that. We're getting stronger over here. Yen is getting weaker. Yeah, come on. For you, if the candle closes without a wick on the top, is it most likely to continue bullish? There's a 50-50 chance, you know. If a candle, the thing with wicks is, when candles leave wicks like this, these wicks mean the candle is leaving like a range for the next candle to fill up. You know, so if this candle closes with a wick, this means it's going to be leaving a range for the next candle to continue going up. If a candle closes with no wick on the top, like let's say, all right, let's say this candle closes with no wick on the top, right? Let me just draw this candle over here. If this candle closes like this means there's no wick on the top. This means there's no range for the next candle to go up. So then there's a 50-50 chance. You know, then there's a 50-50 chance that it's going to happen that way. So, but it's not always. So whenever a candle closes with no wick on the top, I just get a little bit more cautious about the trade. What's the average win rate of your strategy? I don't think I have a strategy. I think it's a study of how candles move, and I think if I want to be like, if I want to like, you know, criticize myself, I think my win rate is going to be like around 60%. Pretty good win rate, 60%. I think it's way more than that, but if I say the right number, then guys are going to say, oh no, oh these guys are this, these guys are that. You know, so I'd say 60%. I'm also saying GJ sell, but waiting for the hourly candle to close confirmation to enter. Oh, you're looking at sells. GJ sells. Okay, interesting. I think good GJ sells are going to be below 138.850. That's where good sells are going to be. I think good buys are going to be right now, going up towards 139,200. This week this week my win rate has been 0%. I've lost every trade this week so far. Starting from Monday, I've taken 3 trades. I can see it. 3 losses, man. Look at this. Can you see it? Probably not. Yeah, the screen is too bright. I've had 3 losses this week. 3 trades, 3 losses.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
That's not good. Shit, the stream is gonna die now. Damn.
Yeah.
We don't want to watch a loser here. We want winners.
Exactly.
Don't worry. We're gonna go towards 139,200. We're gonna make up for all those losses today. This is going to be the trade which takes everyone out of the gulag. What do you think about adding a position on the new candle at the break of the top wick? I think that's going to be a good idea. I think that's going to be a good idea to add a position and to continue moving up. Your 30-minute candle is closing with the rejection. 15-minute candle is also closing. I think it's awesome. We're going to continue on.
You are challenging 139. I do not wish to play this challenge with you.
See, 139 is a very strong area. I agree with that.
Yes. You wish to battle it. I do not wish to battle 139 yet.
Alright. We'll see. The only thing is, if price, now the next candle has to respect this candle right over here. If a candle breaks and closes above 139, the road is clear
good.
to.
Yeah. Yep. I'm just waiting for that break. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to get it, but man, you'll knock the door down. I'll walk through it. How about that?
All right, let's do that.
You knock the door down, and then I'll take a trade afterwards. Because I see the same thing, to be honest. It's just that 139. It all makes sense. Like in what you're saying, it all makes sense 100%. Because the daily is very bullish as well, so we should top out at 139,200, like you were saying, even 139,400. But I'll wait. We got lots of time. Knock the door down, Raja.
Door is being knocked down right now.
Excellent. Because at 8 o'clock it's gonna whipsaw back, and then I'll jump in.
Door is being knocked down.
Too quick on the trigger for that horn.
Roger, where is your horn?
Don't jinx it.
It's oh, you guys can't hear it on Zoom. Yeah, you guys can't hear it. But we're coming up towards.
Horn? I are waiting for your Biggles.
Biggles.
There's some creepy lady behind you, Raja.
Oh yeah, she's saying money doesn't sleep. Okay, so right here I'm securing 10 pips on one of my position, and I'm letting the rest run. So putting 10 pips in the bag right here. I have 2 positions open.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. That's good. If I go to Canada, will you give me shelter? Yeah, sure.
Sure, shelter for everybody.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Try and get into Canada. we were on COVID lockdown.
What's this? If there is always retracement, why wouldn't you enter sell here? Because the trend is bullish. You got to trade with the trend, right? You got to trade with the trend. And whoever that was copying us right here, you should be up 12 pips by now. 12, 11 pips by now. So YouTube Gulag, if you're up 10, 11, 12 pips, secure those positions and leave a runner running to 139,200. Yeah, you got to secure those positions. And if you got this trade, man, give a like on the stream. you know, because that helps a lot of people win trades. Free money today. Yeah, this is where you should be doing a screenshot for the gram. Yo, my man, we won a trade today.
Looks like you had the facilities, big man.
Yeah, you have the facilities to win the trade, big man.
Trigonometry. I think anybody that missed that opportunity, I think at like 8 o'clock, you probably have another opportunity to get in if it does stay bullish. It's just, once again, the 139 region is very, very hard, because if you look across the daily areas, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like multiple daily candles hit that top level and reject. So just be very aware of that. That's all. And then there was also a very strong bullish candle. Like, I mean, here you can see, I mean, anyone who asks like why, we've gone through this about 10,000 times. You have this whole area as a zone. This whole area is a zone. So anytime that you're in here, you can see we rejected and went all the way back down. Rejected all the way back down, rejected all the way back down. So you have to be aware, and it's great if you can get this trade because you're here going up to here, but this candle could then turn into something like this afterwards for the rest of the day. It could reject all the way back down. So it's just something to keep in mind, and you have to understand when you're trading what your comfort level is with that. And like I said, Raja knocked down the door, I'll walk through it, right? So people are like, well, how can I get another entry? What can I do? It's like, well, now you have to wait to see how the next hour set up, if there's a support there, and then you take a trade. And then you would have said, oh man, I wish I would have taken a trade like back at 7 a.m. because I would have had an entry over here. Now I'm having an entry over here, right? So it's one of those things. You just have to wait and you have to accept that. So easy. "30-minute candle hold support right here. That'll be your new area. So that's actually good. If we hold here, this will be the new support area. Then maybe this is the new zone.
Testing. Oh, I was mute over there.
Yeah.
Do you think getting 10 pips and bigger lot sizes makes more sense than more pips with small lot size, or do you just prefer? I prefer to do this. I prefer to secure 10 pips every day, and that's about it. Because the more time I do that, the more money I'm going to make down the road, because the more time I just secure 10 pips, I start to get better at that. What's this? Ted? Oh, deleted their message. Okay, perfect.
Let's say spam.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're watching gold, we hit that 1976 level and rejected. So something to keep in mind now for next hour as well. So anyone who was in that gold trade, that was a good level to hit.
How big was this move on 15 minute? Oh, damn, 84 pips.
Yeah, it was actually a nice move. Yeah, the 30-minute candle just drove down. US 30 probably going to go to the moon today. I'm anticipating probably 28,740 as the final number for US30. You can see to the left on the daily, you have a nice clean move all the way up. But I will wait till 9:30 for that one, because that will fly. Is it okay to wait and buy gold? Well, when you see every single time frame on the charts looking at sells, it's pretty hard to buy at that point.
There are trades like your stop loss is more than 10 pips, but you are closing 75% of your position at 10 pips. Wouldn't a RR be less than 1? No, because risk reward is subjective. That's what risk reward is. It's very subjective. It's very variable here as well, because if my stop loss was right down over here, right? So my stop loss was around like 12 pips. I secured 10 pips and then I brought my stop loss to break even. So now what's my risk reward? Now my risk reward is positive, right? Because now I'm in a trade which is in profits and my stop loss is basically break even. So now my risk reward is positive. Like it's not negative at all. So having like let's say if your stop loss is like 12, 13 pips and you're still taking profits at 10 pips, what if price never comes to your 12 pip TP? Or what if price never goes to your 13 pip TP or 15 pip TP? What if it comes up to like 10, 11 pips and then reverses and hits your stop loss? Man, you're going to feel like a dumbass because you didn't secure at 10 pips. I felt like that a lot of times. I've had like a 15 pip stop and I was waiting for a 15 pip take profit, like 1-to-1, and price would come up to like 10 pips, 11, 12, 13 pips, a little bit left for 15 pip TP, and then price would reverse and hit my stop loss. I felt like a dumbass so many times. And after that feeling, feeling like that a lot of times, I decided, hey, like, you know what? I'm just going to secure at 10 pips and I'm going to put my stops at break even. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I've been doing for all the time. And like, let's say if your stop loss is actually 12, 13 pips right over here, and if price starts to continue down, when we teach risk management, with that risk management in mind, you're not letting your stop hit your complete 12 pip stop loss, right? You're closing positions along the way as it's starting to come down. So even if your risk reward is like, let's say if it's negative, if your stop loss is 13 pips and your TP is 10 pips, you're not losing the entire 13 pip stop because you're taking off some losses there. You're managing risk, so it doesn't matter. It really does not even matter. I see a lot of people, like, if they have a 15 pip stop loss, they're looking for like a 30 pip gain, or they're looking for a 20 pip gain. What if you never get that gain? So it's like this, it's like we really have to change this mentality, because when I first started, I was told that, oh, you should always have a 1 to 2 risk reward. And I was like, that's garbage. I mean, it's not going to happen all the time. Like having a 1 to 2 risk reward, that's like looking for a fairy in a jungle of baboons. I mean, I don't know if that made sense or not, but it made sense to me, so.
Yeah, I think you're right. You explained it perfectly. And I mean, even to this day, your stop loss is there to protect your account. You're never looking to try and hit your stop loss. If you're a seasoned trader or you're good at, somewhat good at trading, most of the times your positions should go into profit where you can secure part of it. You can, your trades go up. The whole idea behind having this risk to reward is just to give you a basis of, hey, like at least I have a roadmap to what I'm doing. It's not a hard and fast thing. People have to get out of that whole approach that this is what you have to do. Like when people message me, they'll say, what is over trading? Well, over trading is any time where you start ruining your account. Some people can trade all day. That's not over trading. Some people can't. But the idea is, once again, what is good for the majority of people? The majority of people can't control themselves, right? The majority of people can't control their trading habits. They'll trade, and you know, right now they wouldn't know where to exit. They wouldn't know where to place a stop to protect their account. They would just be cowboying the whole entire opportunity. But for the most part, if you understand trading and you understand the logical progressions, a lot of times your stop loss is maybe 1 pip. Like if you look at Raja's trade, I mean, you can go back and watch the replay. How deep did the drawdown actually go? You know, maybe 4 pips, 5 pips. So was his ratio, you know, 12 pips to 24 pips or 2 to 1? It was way more than that, right? But nobody counts that. What they count is where you place your line. And I think a lot of times we hinder our progression by having these hard and fast rules, because now you get confused. It's like, well, I asked for a 2 to 1 risk to reward, so if I don't get to 20 pips, I can't close. It's, well, yeah, you close when you're comfortable. Like it's totally fine. Like watch the market, and if you don't like something, you close. You don't hold it like a stubborn idiot to say that I have to have this risk to reward. You're there to protect your account. That's what you're trying to do. Every day, if you place a stop loss somewhere, you've officially protected your account at some point. It doesn't mean that you're looking to hit it. It just means keep protecting your account to then, as the market moves, as your account grows, you're safe. That's basically it. That's all you want to try and do, is just use a stop loss to protect your account. Yeah, there's going to be times you're going to hit it, but there's a lot of times you have a better risk to reward. If you look through all your trades, like this one as an example, I guarantee you it didn't drop down 9 pips to go back up 10. It didn't do like a 1 to 1. It's probably like a 1 to 3, a 1 to 4. So, you know, just really look at that and keep that in mind too. Like let's try not to beat ourselves up and put this undue pressure on ourselves. Like close trades when you feel comfortable. You know, if you've won the trade, are you worried about the risk to reward? Like that's sort of how I look at it, right? I mean, you're only worried about risk to reward when you start losing trades. If you're winning trades on a regular basis, then you're okay with your risk to reward. It's working, right? Just worry about when you start taking losses after losses, keeping your risk management in check. If you're taking win after win, I mean, yeah, your risk to reward can be whatever you want it to be at that point, because you're finishing off in the blue.
Yep. We're slowly coming up towards 139, 200. Come on.
All right, get your finger on that trigger.
The gulag music is on. It means we're approaching target.
Yeah, man. Get ready with the horn.
Get ready.
Approaching destination.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. 139, 200 is in vicinity. Had an earlier trade right over here. It got stopped out, and then I waited for confirmations. Man, amazing. Whoever's holding your trade right now, man, you should be up like 15, 16 pips. Come on. A little bit more. 139, 200.
Well, Kerwin, you're joining the fun now.
Oh, yeah.
40.
GJ.
JJ.
Come on. Come on.
It sounds like we're like doing some rain dance or something. GJ. Like chanting it to go off.
Uh-huh.
And the hat is bullish, so we're good.
Oh,
Yeah, we're good. We're coming up.
All right, GE, come on, baby.
139, 200. I hope whoever's looking to get to 139, 200 at this point with their full position, I hope you're securing some positions along the way too. Start securing positions at this point right over here. 139, 200 would be your bonus move. That was a premature horn. Yeah, a lot of things are premature. Ooh, it looks like gold is coming down in this consolidation. GU is also moving up towards target. GJ is also moving up towards target. We're at 139, 171, 139, 168. Come on. Can we get to 200 before the candle close? In 1 minute. Oh, someone's saying, should we buy gold?
Let me see.
Should we buy gold? No, man.
Okay, GG.
Come on.
Come on. Let's go.
178, 172.
All right, GG. Come on. You can do it.
Yeah, it's good.
I just
stuff.
need 6 pips from there. Let's go. 139, 250. Let's go.
I think before NY Open, we should tap into this resistance
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, just watch how this candle closes, because this is a 15-minute close, so you might get a bit of a pullback
Um,
on the next new 15-minute candle. So just be aware, everybody, if you're in.
yeah.
Another day, another scam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, this trade had 0 drawdown because you see I entered right over here at this candle. It had no drawdown at all.
Yeah, same here.
I had a little drawdown, took it at the top of the wick.
I missed it. I missed it. What do I do?
Oh, we even broke down the door for you. Oh,
I know. I missed the trade.
That was my 3rd trade. I got stopped out on the first 2.
ooh, Raja, are you in a trade right now? Yes, of course, man. Of course. We're coming up towards 139, 200. This is a point where people try to sell and Gigi just rips apart. Rips apart 139.
Or people try and buy and then it pulls back down and then they lose.
Here we go.
I missed this trade because I didn't like the level at 139. And like I said earlier, I want Raja to kick down the door and then I'll take the easier trade.
139, 174, 73. Patience. Patience. This candle was a patience candle right here. This candle. And then this candle was another patience candle here. This was the rocket ship.
It's coming.
It's coming, bro.
It's
139.
coming. Trust. Okay, one.
Turned my volume down already so the horn doesn't wake up my wife.
Oh.
I think that should be an alarm. Hey, we made money today.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yesterday was pretty quiet. My wife said, "Oh, so there was no wins today?" I'm like, "No," because there was nothing yesterday. We were all quiet.
Yeah. Same, my wife.
Oh, Shogun Lu. Yeah, this should be an area where you should be letting runners run. You shouldn't be letting a full position run towards 139, 200. I mean, this is a good place to just secure positions and leave a runner run towards full targets because, you know, sometimes price is not going to come to the full target. It will come midway and then it'll start retracing. So that's something you should be looking into. I'm securing this and getting out. Made an error with my first entry. Lost more than I planned to, but this one made the majority of it back. Perfect.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
I close 50%.
Very nice. So there you have it, Gulag. We had a winning trade today, this morning. How many pips was this? So far right now, it should be running up with like 15 pips. I had almost like 20 pips here. 4 pips shy of 139,200, but I still think by the end of this hour we should get to 139,200.
Yeah,
It's coming up.
still,
Ooh, it's coming up.
the take profit still.
Yeah,
Target, that target's still good.
target's still good. When 500, sir? 500 is far away right now. I think only a Brexit news at this point can push price to 500.
Yeah, I think, Raja, you're going to get this at 8 o'clock, the push up, if anything.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be one of those pushes where GJ taps it and then continues on for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be watching 8 a.m. on the 5-minute to see if I can grab an entry if it pulls back just enough.
Well. If it pull backs, it's gonna take me out. So I'm expecting to continue. Should continue that. The way it's the 5 minutes looking right now, it's about to break the previous 5-minute candle. Then it's gonna be a nice push. You see 5-6 pips.
Hey guys, I'm off. Thank you so much for today. Thank you, Rakeel. Thank you, Cohen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Take care,
Ted.
mate.
Stay
No
safe.
problem.
Okay.
Enjoy your bike ride. He goes for a bike ride all the time.
All right.
All right, 139, 188. 139, 138.
Again.
This is so exciting, man.
All right, GG.
So exciting. Come on.
We're so close.
139, 200. Tap that spaceship. Tap it. Oh, come on. Thank you, Java, for the 20 pips. Thank you, thank you. People call me Java, people call me Roger, people call me anything they want.
Raga.
Raga.
US 30, I'm not looking at till 9:30, and I'll be looking for support to be held at that level at 9:30, and then I will take an entry. How about that? That's US 30 analysis, because right now, none of this means anything to me, because that can all be disregarded at 9:30. So.
Do you think come to Latin America 2021? Maybe. Maybe I'll go to Mexico. Mexico's Latin America, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The impulse entries on higher time frames are less risky. Impulse entries are risky, period. They're very risky. They are risky, period. I mean, you know, at times I regret giving out new ideas because people think that that's like the only
Yeah.
correct idea, you know, without backtesting.
Like people think it's the be all end all. It's so annoying.
All right, let's take a look at this gold chart here. This is consolidation, demand zone. If the candle closed back in the range, anticipate price continue or price rejects this range. Looking for buys. Okay. Yeah, if you see a support forming here, you could look for buys over here in gold. Ooh, looks like GU also came up to this target here.
I'd be very cautious with buys just because from a fundamental standpoint, we had a lot of positive news about COVID and things like that. So you might find that gold dips a little bit more. But you're in a very, very strong area. So if I was to take buys on gold, I would literally have to wait to see a rejection here, like a dip down, and then this drive up, and then I would want another candle to go up. I would literally want to take buys above here, because you can start to see where we have, a clean move up here. You can maybe say that it's going to be there, but I would really want to wait till we get above here, to be honest, before I look at buys, because we can keep dipping all the way down to here, to be honest. I mean, not that it's going to go there today, but what I'm saying is over the next couple of days, we could drop in that direction. I mean, over here is a good target for today, to be honest. I would really want to see a hard rejection, like I said, a drive up, and then the next candle do the same thing, drive up again, and then take a trade above that the previous bullish candle at that point. I wouldn't, because when gold trends very, very hard. So for us to reverse this movement, it may take a day. If we're going to continue to go bullish, you might find that you might not get a pullback till tomorrow morning, and then, tomorrow's daily candle starts, and then the drive up starts. So you might find that today we go bearish for most of the day in range, and then tomorrow we get a dip down, and then we drive right back up to, into the 2000s again. So just be very cautious with gold. If you are going to trade gold, look to see where you are at the major time frames, at the higher time frames, and act accordingly. To be honest, the move was overnight. I don't know how much more we're going to move today, but I mean, there could be opportunity. So just be aware, we've got a lot of support to the left on the 4 hour, and we have to really break through that. So ideally, if you're going to be taking a trade with gold, I mean, to be honest, it sucks to say, but your stop loss is going to have to be up over here somewhere, and that's not really fun, because you have to break through all of this, and we could go up and do something like this and then continue to drop. So just be aware that you're going to have a major stop loss, like a wider stop loss going down, because you've missed this 4 hour candle, to be honest. I would wait and see how it reacts, probably in an hour or two, if you're going to actually try and trade gold. I don't trust it, to be honest. Is this the pullback you're looking for GJ, another entry? Yeah, I'm going to see how the new hour starts in 4 minutes, and yes, there's a possibility we're just going to rip right back up. So I will wait for that. Why don't you enter the break of the US30 range before 9:30? Because I want to see how the New York Stock Exchange opens, and you have lots of time after that for US30. I don't have to enter now. Sorry, Raja.
Yeah, I was saying, like, this should be an area price should respect to continue up towards 139.200.
Yes. Oh, it is bouncing back.
All right, let's take a look at this chart. This chart straight from the gulag. This is EJ 15 minute. Buys above here if candle closes above resistance. Okay, 30-minute support, sells below here. Okay, so see if it's breaking below here and you can get like a minor resistance formed, I think that's going to make sense for price to continue moving bearish. Push the horn, we had a winning trade. Oh yeah, absolutely we had a winning trade. It was a winning trade. I mean, if you secured up over here, you secured at the very top.
Yep, and we said that because the new 15-minute candle was starting. I told everybody that there could be a pullback. So if you secured, you did the good thing. You just did a good thing.
Did you close already? Yes. I'm not in this trade. I closed. closed already. I did not secure at the top, just 10 pips. Well, you played yourself. So next time when you think price is coming up, see, what if, okay, so here's an example, right? What if that 139 to, well, this area was your 1 to 2 risk reward, and your entry was here, and your stop loss was right over here. What if this was your 1 to 2 risk reward, and you were really adamant, and you were really stubborn on getting a 1 to 2 risk reward because that's what you saw and read on YouTube and Instagram? You know, now you'd be in drawdown because you were waiting for 1 to 2 risk reward. It didn't happen, and now you're in drawdown. You know, but when you come to these streams, you're told, we here at the stream will tell you, well, I don't know about anyone else, but me, I will tell you that, hey, your risk reward doesn't mean shit. When you think you're going to have a 1 to 2 risk reward, you should be securing before that. You know, and you know, it like price will normally not go to the exact price levels in one go. You know, it will come close to it, and then it will start retracing. Like, let's look at this price, right? It came up to 139, 188. Yeah, so if you secured here, you did a good job.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Raja. I mean, we show targets, but I mean, once again, if it comes close, you never know where it's going to pull back because of the fact, like we said, it's in the daily zone. So it can pull back anywhere in that daily zone. So you're exactly right. You have targets to make sure that it makes sense, but I mean, anywhere in there, it can pull back. So you actually, you know, you figure like, hey, where could our overall target be? But you have to be aware of everything in that zone to begin with. So it made sense.
Yeah, like if you look on this 4 hour, the last 2 4-hour candles that came up on the 6th of August, they rejected this whole area. You know, so once this 4-hour candle came into the same area, it had a chance of rejecting it, which it is right now, which we see on the small time frames.
Oh, we're gonna get that wick fill on the hourly.
Oh, this is a new hour
Yeah,
starting
man.
now.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
This 30-minute will be a booby trap candle.
Yep.
Kind of. Una velita de atrapar la teta.
What? some voodoo in Spanish.
Yeah, so I'll look to take a buy if we get a 5-minute candle that breaks up, but I need a rejection from the downside first. To be honest, I don't like this candle because there's no sort of rejection there. I would like a tap into this zone, or you know, because this candle may just push all the way up without any sort of wick, and then you just miss the trade. So.
So, you know, if you guys took this trade, you won the trade, I think this would be the trade for you for today. That's it. You should just call it a day, be happy you had a winning trade, and that's it. I gotta make more. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna find you another trade here. Ooh, someone made more than I made today. Man, beautiful. I think my profit was like $147 today. For the week, I'm up $38.85. Yes.
Very nice.
Positive, man. It's positive.
Yeah.
People are in negative right now.
After 3 hits, 2 yesterday and 1 today, this morning, and
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, from having a 0% win rate this week, I'm up to 50% win rate now this week. Yeah. Then we're gonna be in positive. Yeah, I guess this was it for today here.
Yeah, if you're watching US 30, like I said, 9:30 open, watch the daily candles. You have a lot of clean traffic to the left on the daily. 700 is a probable target. I think for the most part with US 30, because of the momentum that we have, I think 28,741 will probably top off there either today or tomorrow. Just the way that we're moving, we're filling that whole range up to the top there, and then I think we'll hit 29,000 just before the elections, and then it'll dip after that when they realize the economy's catching smoke.
You know, this morning when I looked at the pre-markets, they were extremely. Oh, they're still very bullish.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a good day for US 30, so that's why I'm waiting until 9:30, and we'll have a nice big run.
Yeah, even last night, when Trump was speaking, he was talking about how the Dow and the S&P 500 will be at an all-time high now. Well, not an all-time high, but like he said, really
It's
bullish.
coming in, yeah.
Yeah, and then the guy came, hey, President Trump, we have shooting. Let's go. And then they dipped. Hey, how can you deal with missing out on trades? Yesterday I had went out with my friends, but I missed my setup. Well, then you shouldn't be hanging out with your friends when it's time to work, right? Like if this is time for me to work, I'm not gonna go out and hang out with my friends. I'm gonna be like, yo, no, I'm working right now, so I don't miss. Doesn't make any sense, man.
Stay at home, man.
Yeah. What'd you do with your friends anyway?
Can you give us US analysis for US 30 for tomorrow? Yeah, sure, it's going up again. Oh man.
I missed the trades because I was hanging out with my friends.
People are funny.
I want to know what he was doing. That's what I want to know.
That's nothing, man. I lost my girlfriend because I was hanging with my friends.
Oh,
many
yeah?
years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You missed out on a girlfriend because you hang out with your friends. Wow.
Yeah.
Friends are bad, man.
Yeah. Trust.
That's a negative risk reward over there, hanging out with friends.
Yeah, man.
That guy realized he's getting roasted now from the gulag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Forex is gonna be here tomorrow, next day, next week, next year, next 10 years. Who knows? My girlfriend, she just left. And she's not coming back. That's really sad.
When you say wait until 9:30 is why? Because 9:30 is the equities open, you know, and you got to understand what US 30 is. I may be wrong, but US 30 is an equity.
US 30 is an indice that
Yes.
runs based off the equities.
Yeah, there we go.
So they play off of each other too. US 30 is a futures market. Like, this is really scary that people are trading instruments they don't even understand. It's very, very scary. US 30 is a futures market where the top 30 capitalized companies in the Dow are pegged. And the reason why you wait for the New York Open, the New York Stock Exchange Open, is because when investor sentiment hits the equity market, that also drives your future market. So think about it this way, they play off of each other, right? So the futures market is talking about all about going on in the future, right? Like, we think that, you know, we're selling contracts for this level in the future because this is where we think we're going to go in the next month or so. The equities market reacts to that as well and says, hey, if people are buying futures to this price, chances are there's positive sentiment going on in the market. Then the equities market is driven obviously by earnings reports, by people purchasing stock, things of that nature, right? And obviously government, political intervention, economic data that comes out through the news. So there's positive investor sentiment, right? Then that will then play off in the futures market because people say, hey, look, the equity market is actually doing what these people in the futures market are saying. So now we can up our target, and that's what drives US 30 as it continues to move up. So like there's a lot of things that people are doing right now in FX that you really should be in school for. You should be learning economics. You should be Googling free economics courses, free political courses, free psychology courses. Like you should really be doing a lot more homework than just looking at the charts. And you know, you can argue with me all day, but when I see questions about like, why are we doing this? Why is this happening? What does interest rates mean? What happens if the news is positive? If you don't have the answers to those things, it's because you lack education in the financial world, and you lack economic information. You lack, you know, how interest rates work. You lack how like corporate finance works. Those are all things that you learn in school. And if you're not in school right now, go on Google and get free courses to help your learning, because you're at a disadvantage in a financial market not understanding finance. Like let's just be realistic here. If I'm on a racetrack and I don't know how to race a car, it doesn't matter how fast my car can go if I don't understand how to take an apex. It's the same thing when I'm in a financial market. If I know nothing about finance, how do I expect to be super successful in this industry? You have to understand finance, and you have to understand the background of why things happen and what are the catalysts for those ideas to happen, and how can that affect a certain currency pair, or in this case, a certain index. So just really do that so that you can give yourself an advantage. You're never, let's put it this way, whatever you learn about economics, psychology, finance is not going to hurt you in FX. It's just going to help you. So keep that in mind. So don't turn around and say, well, what should I learn? Learn everything. It's still going to help you. There's going to be a bit of information that's going to guide you in FX. So don't try and narrow your thought process. Trading is a constant learning opportunity. You're always going to be learning. You're always going to be reviewing things. That's just what happens in FX. You just keep learning.
Good morning, y'all. Anyone know where to get any free psych and finance courses or websites for educational? Google that information. Google exactly what you wrote right over here. Google free finance courses, and you're gonna get a bunch of them. If you want to pay some money, you got Udemy for that. Udemy, you can get cheaper prices. But there are a lot of free finance courses, free economic courses, free math courses. People who don't know how to calculate percentages, you can take free math courses from Google too on how to calculate percentages. You can learn for free as well from the youtube.com/ricksdon'tlie 6:30 a.m. Eastern every morning. Free learning and earning. You can learn and earn for free.
Yep.
Brother, are you going to show us another signal? We just talked about US 30 for like 30 minutes. Well, collectively 30 minutes.
You're going to show us another signal, brother.
Brother.
Come on, Hulk Hogan. Hey, brother.
Hey there, brother. Hey, brother.
What you gonna do, brother, when GJ runs wild on you?
Hulk Hogan.
Good old Tony Baloney.
I usually close 70% and let 30% run on my trades. What would you consider a good split? That's up to you. What do you consider a good split for you? That's what you have to decide. I mean, it's very personal. You know, risk management, risk assessment, it's extremely personal. I don't know what your background is. I don't know what your experience is. I don't know how many losses you've taken. I don't know what your plan is with the money you're going to make. Like if you have a 10 lot running and you're closing 80%, then you're banking, I'd say like $800 if you're going for 10 pips. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This chart is AUD USD 4-hour chart. Take a buy if the 4-hour one kind of close above resistance. Yeah, that's good. I mean, also you got to understand that it's also approaching some sort of a retest area at this point here too. So if you see a resistance forming on the smaller time frames, there's a very high chance price may continue moving down. So I think on this 1-hour time frame, you want to see some sort of a support forming for price to continue up towards your TP area here. Best advice and answer, Raja, Uncle Ted. Thanks. Now that you've done your 10,000 hours and are now in the realm of mastery, what's next? Now I want to create a dent in my intelligence. You know, when you do, so I was talking to somebody and this guy did a PhD in quantum mechanics, something I didn't really understand. And he's like, listen, so first he went to school, you know, so like, let's say you have a circle right over here. So, you know, since we're drawing candles here, that's fine. So we have a circle right over here, right? When you start your knowledge starts from the bottom, right? Like from the middle right over here. You go to school, you reach the edge of the circle a little bit, you go to your bachelor's, you know, you're heading towards the edge of the circle, and then you do your master's, you're heading to the very edge of the circle right here. This is where you've done your master's right over here. When you go for your PhD, you're creating a dent in that circle. That's what intelligence is. I mean, that's what that guy told me, that's what intelligence is. When you're creating a dent, when you're really going super deep in one field of study. And then I asked him, okay, so what's the financial benefits for a PhD? I mean, what are you going to make after this? He's like, well, it's not about that. It's about being qualified to do something at an extreme level. I'm like, oh, okay. Makes sense. So his reality was different. He didn't want to make money in this. He just wanted to be like, hey, like, you know what? I've achieved this level. And then we stopped talking about that. Hey, do you check your emails? Yes, I do check my emails every 2 days.
Yeah, so if you're trading GJ right now, it looks like this tapped into that zone which we were talking about, but I want to see another candle start to push up out of this area here. So target, like any time a candle will have a tail and then a push over here, and this tail is outside of, say, this zone over here, I'll look to take a buy at that point. So that's what I'm watching for right now. So be very careful.
Why are you looking, man?
Bro, my neighbor,
Oh my God.
my neighbor, he put in new grass a week ago and it's already drying up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's already drying up. Like, if I showed this to Ted, he's probably gonna have a heart attack.
Trust me, everybody's lawn's taking a beating this summer. Even my lawn. My backyard just got mangled. Couldn't keep up. I literally, even if I had a rain cloud over my lawn, it didn't help. Like, I watered my lawn 3 times a day and it's still just too hot. Couldn't keep it.
So just water won't help.
No, that and the fact the guy that came and did my fertilizer, I actually did that this year because I decided I'm rich, so that I should hire a landscaper to come and do fertilizing.
Oh.
Yeah. And guess what happened? Guess who burned my lawn? They did.
Yeah.
I knew it too. I always say that because I listen to peer pressure. People are like, well, you have so much money. Why are you doing that work yourself? It's because I knew what I was doing. You have like some teenager come in a truck. He pulls out the hose and he turns on the spray. He just whips the spray everywhere, burns the grass and leaves yellow marks everywhere. I'm like, yeah, that's the reason why I do it myself. I'm never listening to anybody anymore that says rich people shouldn't do stuff. I'm doing everything myself from now on.
What if you put cold water on the grass? Will that help in the heat?
No, because the thing is, the lawn is already burned. Like the grass, basically the nitrogen's gone from it. So that's why when you have nitrogen, whatever nitrogen deficiency, that's when things turn yellow. So right now that's what I have. So I have to wait till next season, and then I'll reseed and I'll put more soil down to build it a bit better base, and then reseed it in the spring so that it'll grow at that point. Because right now trying to seed a lawn in the summer like this, it doesn't work, because grass can only grow at certain temperatures, and right now we're too hot, so we have to grow between like 18 and 22 degrees, 18 and 23 degrees, so like between 75 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now we're in the 90s. It's too hard for grass to grow at that point, so that's the reason why you shouldn't do that right now.
But what's your watering time? Like you water your grass?
Yeah,
in
so
morning,
I always
early
I
morning?
always water like before heavy sunlight, and then also in the evening when there's no sunlight.
Okay.
You never water your lawn during the day when the sun
Yeah.
is on it, because essentially what you're doing is when you get your grass wet, you're basically, the sun will heat that water up and burn the grass again even more.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
In my community, they water the grass during around 10, 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do that as well. Like at 8, 9 o'clock at night when the sun has gone down, I'll water both lawns. But it's also too because during the during like in my backyard, I don't really have any shade, so that's the tough part. But in the front yard, I have trees that have shade, so it's my front yard is fine. My backyard is sort of beat up.
US30 is flying. Yeah, I think what I'm looking at on US30, I'm just gonna like spectate it. If we're breaking above this area, I think going towards NYC, we should continue up. Because now we're breaking above this area here.
Yeah, if you're watching GJ, the 15-minute candle now has created a wick to the downside, so we should be moving up. How come you don't have a wick on yours?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's really weird. You don't have a wick on your 15-minute candle.
Oh, because there's no spread
Ah,
here.
no spread. Yeah.
There's no spread here. I can't take 0.01 on US30, already overtraded too much. Well, just don't overtrade. For GJ to continue moving bullish, you would need this 30-minute candle to close bullish in 9 minutes, and then the next one can continue moving up.
That is correct.
Kind of like what happened here on the 15-minute.
Yeah, I think this is a huge support that you drew out, this area here. So I think if we hold that support, we're good. You might dip down a little bit more into it, but the next candle, as long as we get a candle above here, like you essentially want this tail here in this area here to drive further up. That's what you're looking for. So anytime that we can break out of this zone to the upside, you have a good chance of, getting the upside, and then your stop is over here.
Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. This is GPCHF. Looking for sells coming down over here, respecting this previous. How come your take profit is below this blue line, respecting the support? If price is respecting the support as you think it is, why is your take profit below that support? Shouldn't your entry be below the support? Yeah, I think it should be below the support. How much does Ted make a year? $4. $4. The rest
I
goes
make
in.
5.
Oh, I think you pay taxes, no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I pay $1.
Yeah, after taxes, but makes sense.
Anyone else get major moss issues during the winter? I'm gonna see what happens this winter. Oh no, we have snow, so there's no moss. Yeah, we got snow. Um, What's this? Great opportunity to take on a buy on AUD USD. One of the best setups here. I would appreciate your comment. AUD USD buys? All right, let's take a look at that. I generally don't look at charts like that because you should be posting charts, but since it's a good opportunity you mentioned, so let's see here. Let's take a look at this once in a lifetime opportunity on AUD USD for buys. Okay. All right, I see what's going on over here. You have a resistance formed. This candle is closing above that area. Looking left. Oh, wow, you're right. Price can continue up towards this area here, which is going to be around, let's see how big this is. This is like 12, 13 pips away. So I think you'll need this candle to close bullish over here for you to have a confirmation that price will continue moving bullish. Looks like someone's in their car parked on the side trying to take a trade. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, GG is looking good, Ted. It's about to push.
GJ.
GG is about to push.
Kevin's got that strong Mexican accent. GJ is looking good.
GJ.
Yeah, we're gonna get 139, 200.
I think so.
Hey, Ted and Raja, do you think a simple trading setup is an effective thing to do? I think that's the only thing to do. If you can just wait for something you've seen before and you execute on it, that's the best way to trade. That's the best way to trade. I mean, sometimes, you know, when you look at the charts and you're looking at the charts, you're like, man, like this is looking a little bit iffy. I'm not sure what's going on. And you try to force analysis and then you try to take a trade. That's where you go wrong. You know, oh, since we're waiting for this candle to close in 4 minutes, I kind of want to see where I'm gonna hang this painting. Gold is still coming down. Yeah, gold's going to come down to 1967. 1967, because now it's breaking down into this consolidation area. So this was resistance held before. So now this is the area where price will respect this as resistance as well. And since it's coming back in this range, it should continue down. This is the kind of trade I took in like 2 weeks ago on gold, when gold just dropped. Where is it? It was on the 1 hour where gold just dropped really heavy. It was, let me find it. Oh, never mind, I can't find it. Like I did a breakdown on there as well. Yeah, it should continue down. It should continue down towards at least, let's say, like 71, like 40 more pips. What's 40 more pips for gold, right?
Nothing, to be honest.
Just to think of it that this is 40 pips away, it's just crazy. From here to down here, yeah, 40 pips away. Raja, does Forex fall under capital gains? Yes, but you should talk to your accountant. You know, a lot of time, like people try to become their own accountants and they don't know what they're talking about. So it's better you just get an accountant and talk to him and explain to him what you're trying to do. I'm having a party for my daughter's first birthday on Friday. Congratulations. We're having it outside in our back garden. I'm really worried that having all of those people would impact my lawn and cause issues. You know what? That's what I think as well, because my neighbor, he put in the new grass and it's right in the middle of our mailbox. So I don't want to step on the grass because it's new grass. It might affect his grass. So I'm very careful when I go get mail. Get AstroTurf. AstroTurf is going to be pretty expensive to get on a 500 square feet lot. Back in the days, you used to trace lines on the monthly, weekly, and daily. I think that's still a useful thing to do. The best thing to do is to go towards your 1 hour time frames, your 30-minute time frames, and then kind of like draw the most recent support resistances, right? When you can draw the most recent support resistances, that's where prices, like right now, if you look on GJ has a support right over here, and the next resistance is at 139.200. You know, so for support now, this is a very basic trade idea. If this support is held, which means if this low on the 30-minute candle is respected, there's a high probability for price to continue up towards 139.200. You know, that's the case. But if for some reason, let's say that we had US 30, right? Let's take a look at US 30 here real quick. If you had US 30 and US 30 had a support down at the bottom and it had a resistance up here at the top. Now you're like, okay, we have the most recent support, we have the most recent resistance. All we gotta wait for is for price to break above this resistance and then take a look left to see that what's the next area where US 30 can come up to. You know, and then you start targeting that area. Or if price breaks support, you start to look at that, okay, what's the next area where US 30 might drop down to? So that's going to be your two trade ideas. People are asking where I got this zone from. This is just a random zone for explanation purposes I had at like 28, 160. And also I think 160 is a very nice even number, so that's why 160. Anyone please comment if GJ will hit 139.200 because I can't hear nothing on the live stream. I am deaf. Yeah, it should reach. Oh, okay, you're deaf. One second. Okay, so 30-minute candle has closed bullish. It's closed above the open of the previous two candles, so I think it has a very high probability to continue moving up to first to fill this wick, and then continue up towards 139.200. You know, if for some reason price breaks the low of this previous 30-minute candle, then that's going to be the probability of this high probability trade not working out. That's just what it's going to be. It's going to be the odds of this trade not working out. But if I hadn't have taken a trade earlier and if I hadn't had wins, I would definitely be taking a trade right here and having a stop below the 30-minute candle and expecting it to continue moving up. Boom. How many pairs do you trade? One trade, one pair. If DXY goes down, why gold is not going up? If DXY goes down, why is gold not going up? I don't know. I think someone's lying over here. Because theoretically it should be the opposite, but it's not. So there's a bit of a manipulation there as well. The PP is positive. Kindly look at AUD USD. Alright, here we go. We're looking at AUD USD. Let's look at the 30-minute candle. 30-minute. You need this 30-minute to respect this area and close above it. This area here. For it to continue moving bullish. I don't even know why I'm looking at AUD USD right now. Gold is trying to create some sort of support. Gold is in a range right now. Gold is not creating some type of support. Gold is entering a little bit of a range over here. I wish this live stream had subtitles. So I think we do have subtitles, no? We don't. Live streams can't have subtitles. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Because that would be like live subtitling. You see, Raja, you see on GJ how we combat getting stuck in the range because we've moved. Is there a chance price will range here? You know, there's a chance price can fall over here too. But then you got to see what's the probability, what's the highest probability what price is going to do, right? What will price going to do in the highest of probabilities? That's what you need to look at. Because price can range, price can respect the slow, continue moving up, or price can break the slow and continue going down, throwing the buying analysis like, out the window all of a sudden. So you always got to go with the highest probability. I think the highest probability is going to be for it to continue moving bullish. Okay, gold is reaching 1972 over here. Wow. This thing is just dropping. There's no buys on gold, man. Damn.
Gold is just ruining people's lives.
Yeah.
All those people holding gold buys, and they're like, buy the dip. Yeah, well, guess what? This dip is like $40.
Yeah, man. Straight savage gold. It retraced a little bit outside of this range. Oh.
I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I can't hold 70 pip drawdowns. I don't care what lot size I'm using. It just doesn't make any sense. I just look at it as counterintuitive because I could then wait for I could just wait for the entry instead of holding it all the way down. Like close your trade and wait for the entry. I don't know. It's just scary, to be honest.
Let's take a look at this chart here. This is Euro New Zealand. I don't understand the current candle structure where I blocked on Euro New Zealand. Well, if you don't understand this, yeah,
no trade.
Exactly. Then you don't have to trade. Just wait for something that you find which is better and you do understand. That's what waiting is all about. Oh, take care, Desmond. Mr. Lawrence, have a great day. Hey, Roja, what broker are you using at the moment? Roja, please do swing aside of this. Oh, man. All the information is in the description here. Trump says something about his relationship with the president of China about 10 minutes ago. Oh. I think they have a pretty good relationship. They're just playing hard to get with each other.
It's hard to get.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't want the Chinese president doesn't want to. The Chinese prime minister doesn't want to date Trump, but Trump wants it. He's like, come on.
I was like, come on, one time. All right, looks like GJ is showing its true colors right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, GJ.
Are we expecting a double top on GJ? Probably not.
Are you waiting for a break above 139.12 or 15, Ted?
No, I'm in at 139.081 off of the new 15-minute candle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we should be good here.
Yeah, I think.
Raja broke the door down. Ted's walking through it. Da, 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 da.
Okay, GG.
See, Ted just walks through the door nice and easily.
Let's make that happen.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, this 30-minute candle should rip all the way up. If we're gonna go bullish at this point, this is the candle that's gonna make it go bullish. To be honest, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
15-minute looks good. It's about to break. It's about to push. It's about to hit the target.
Yeah, this 30-minute candle is gonna be the candle that gets to 200. because I mean, once again, we have what we talked about. We had this area here, this zone, and now this candle has left that zone. So we should probably top out to at least here and then eventually get to that point there. The rationale, once again, is this wick has left this zone. Well, for the most part, it has. I mean, there's still this little bit here, but for the most part, it's left that zone. And then your next wicks should come up over here as well. So that's what we're looking at. But we should be good, to be honest, as we go through.
Yeah, I like it. I have seen this setup many times before.
Yeah. I'll be cautious in the last 15 minutes if we don't get this push. Like right now in the next 6 minutes, I need this to break up to 139, 150 for this to be safe for me. If it doesn't, I'll be looking to potentially exit the trade with just like a 3 or 4 pip gain.
It's looking good.
You really want the 5-minute candle to shoot up a little bit more though, to be honest. Like this 5-minute candle, I'd like it to blast off to like 130 or 130, 140 area. Because I don't want the next 5-minute candle to drop back down into that range that we're in. So like I really want this candle to move up a little bit more, just so that we can start the new 5-minute candle over here somewhere and then start to do that. I don't like that it gets stuck in that range. So we'll see.
What do you think about gold? Gold, AUD. I think you need to send a chart on gold AUD to know about gold AUD. Oh, it looks like US 30 is continuing up over here.
I'm a full margin this buy, to be honest. Go big or go home.
Just need that 5-minute candle to push now. If we can get that push, we'd be good. Because I really don't want to go back down with the next 15-minute candle, because that's going to ruin things. I want this 15-minute candle to break up, and then the last 15-minute candle to finish this range. Really, to be honest, we should. This 15-minute candle should finish here, and then the next 15-minute candle should finish here. That's ideally what I'd like to see, so that we top off at this area here. That's what I want. One of these this 15-minute candle ideally should finish right here. If it does, then I'm actually pretty happy, because then we can probably continue up. It's just it's struggling right now. That's all.
I was expecting gold to bounce from there. Yeah, that's the difference between what we think is going to happen and what we see that's happening. You know, what we saw in gold was bearish. There was no buys. And since gold was bearish, gold went bearish down to the support we had marked down in the 4 hour. NASDAQ 100 found support. I have no idea. You need to send a chart. US 30 is pumping. Could you guys take a look at US 30 and S&P 500 right now? Price broke highs on US 30 and is heading upward. Yes, we can see that. On US 30, we are heading up after breaking this resistance. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is gold 1 minute chart. Trend line. Oh wow, so amazing. Trend line tapped over here. I don't know what this zone is on the 1 minute. And then no, this is the monthly chart. Oh yeah, monthly chart. So what, so we're gonna have a good reversal here? It's just a conspiracy theory chart. I think this is a conspiracy theory chart. Me and Steven are sitting in almost the same pose over here. Alright. UJ forming a nice double top. Yeah, I don't know about UJ, but GBJPY, this 30-minute candle needs to flip bullish and then continue.
Yeah. The 5 minute candle's giving us problems. It's holding in that range on the 5 minute.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would break out, but it's not. It's not fun. But maybe we have hope in the next 15-minute candle because we're still finishing to the upside.
Are you still in GJ trade? Nope. Ooh, gold is breaking supports and breaking hearts over here.
Yeah, it's a heavy metal. It's gonna continue.
Gold is really doing a number. Wow, this drop. 100 pip drop, 111 pip drop. Back from that range, 140 pip drop. If someone's in GJ buys, I think your stops should be below this area here, at this area.
Yeah, I'm watching it very closely. If it breaks a little bit further down, I'm out because I know this GJ trick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This candle here gives you that bloop.
Yeah, the 15-minute candle exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time to go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yep, I'm out.
Yeah, man.
I'm out.
So, two things happen at this point, right? Let me tell you this too. One thing was that people took buys earlier over here and they won the trade. And then people took buys again over here and they lost those profits. I can guarantee you.
I lost all profits. I didn't have profits. I'm in a negative today.
Well, yeah, this was your first trade, right?
Yeah.
But like people who took the second trade here, you lost. I can guarantee you guys are going to message me here. Hey, listen, I lost profits I made in this trade. And then I'm going to say, well, you should have stuck to one trade a day.
I still think it's going up. I'm stubborn. That stupid zone.
We're getting 139.200.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello there,
Guest appearance.
Ashley.
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Why'd you come in with the girl's name then?
Behave. What are you looking at, GJ?
GJ to come up to
Yeah.
139.200.
I know,
Yeah,
I've been looking at it, but it's the daily, yeah, because it's at the daily. When you flick to the daily, that's what we're just trying to get through. I think once we get through that, then we're gonna fly.
Yeah.
It's if we can get a good strong close above that.
I still think there's hope. If the next 30-minute candle, if this candle holds, it should go bullish. It's just we're stuck right in that range on the 30-minute, to be honest.
Yeah. Let me have a look. I
Hey,
caught gold. I done well. I done nice on gold.
Yeah, gold was a good move down.
Yeah. I had like a trailing stop. I just got stopped out.
Jeez.
still running. Ryan, are you
Yeah,
going to be in
so
London in September?
yeah, of course I'm gonna come see you. I've got some friends over from LA September as well.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so they're filming at the minute in September. So I don't like how you're allowed to come here, but I can't come there. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, one of my buddies, he flew into London from Florida 2 days ago, and he's like,
Yeah,
we walked in to Terminal 5, is it?
yeah,
Terminal 5, and there was nothing, no checks, nothing at all.
yeah. My
Not,
friends come over from Florida, and all they asked him to do was fill out where he was staying, and that was it.
that was it. Like they gave him a
Yeah.
health form to fill out, and he said at the end of the day, we just threw the health form in the bin because no one asked for it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ted. The area I've got here. I think if it breaks, for me, if I can get above 139,500, then you can ride that all the way up to the 140,800 and more. It's like 1,300 pips to get. It's just, for me, it's just getting past these daily candles, this daily resistance.
Yeah, 139 is very, very heavy. We tried. I mean, the new hour candle, I thought we would have a little bit of a continuation of that previous hour candle, but it looks like
Yeah,
it's rejecting the same way as it rejected like back on August 6th.
yeah,
But I mean, who knows? It might just dip a little bit further down and continue up, but it might be tomorrow's daily candle we get the bigger move, that's all.
yeah.
But US 30 is running pretty well, and gold, so if you're in those trades too, I mean, that does help the situation a bit.
I still haven't looked at US 30 yet. I still trade gold, even though I had a right roller coaster on Monday, but I made up for it today.
Yeah, US 30 is going to run like a train today, so that's good. So if people are in that, it's just going to continue.
Yeah.
But the problem is, people that are in US 30 right now, there's going to be a huge whipsaw at 9:30, and it's going to take you out, and then it's going to continue to go.
Even with gold, I think gold's got to come back down to those realistic numbers of the 1800s, 1750s.
Yeah.
And if it does, then I'll be buying physical gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a couple of gold bars, just investments, one for my little boy, one for his mum, couple for myself.
Yeah, I think with US 30, to be honest, we're probably going to have a nice pullback, probably back into 28,000, and then it'll take off again from there.
Yeah.
So
does the US 30 run a lot like gold?
it runs even harder than gold.
Yeah.
It's that, like, if you trade US 30, you're basically putting seatbelts on, crash helmet, like everything, because like that thing is just destruction. So I think with US 30, we're going to have a little bit of a dip. We should probably dip back into the 28,000, maybe 28,000 even, because look at it this way. A lot of people that are in buys right now with US 30, the actual equity market hasn't opened yet. So what do you think is going to happen? Every single institution is going to drive the price down to get their entry to push the market back up. So just be aware.
Yeah, true.
It's not going to be an easy play at 9:30. Let's put it that way. You're going to see a lot of heavy movement. So just be very cautious if you're in US 30. Like right now, US 30 is, if you're in US 30, you're in like the marina. So this is the marina of the trading area for US 30. So you're like taking your boat out into the open water. You're right now in the bay like where you're in the bay around, like, nice calm water, people are waving at you, people are on the beach. 9:30 rolls around, man, you're in open water. You guess ready. It's going to be.
You need an engine. You don't need paddles.
It's going to be a 3-hour tour there with the SS Minnow. The waves are going to start hitting you pretty hard. So just be aware of that if you're in US 30. You're right now you're in the nice little calm wading pool. Once 9:30 hits, you're going to be in open water. Anything can happen at that point. So just be very cautious.
I've just spent 2 hours with my friend. He's trying to trade crypto. He's asked me to help him. I've opened it up and I says, I can't really help you here. Like, the charts are just a mess.
It seems like crypto is one of those, I guess what I've heard is everything, you just buy everything right now. That's what people have been telling me.
Yeah, only because of how the economy's set at the minute with all what's going on.
Yeah. Interesting. GJ spreads have adjusted a bit.
Oh wow, yeah. I'm just looking at US 30. What dates are you coming over, Rakeel?
He's off his chair. Keel is away from his desk. That woman on the back, like that picture, that's like the ring. That is the ring.
Ooh, G just dipping down further over here. Hope everyone had a great day today so far. Managed risk.
Yeah, get out of that trade.
Yeah, I'm just looking at I'm just looking at US 30 for the first time.
It's weird because my GJ buy, I closed at 139, 131, so I closed minus 5 pips. But it finished right on a round number. And usually Japanese pairs don't do that. So that's really interesting. Like I took like a $2,300 loss, but it's usually like 2,200 and change. So I don't know what's happened with the liquidity. I have to call and ask. That's really weird. Because GJ never has, it never has round numbers like any Japanese pair, because it has more decimal places. It never has round numbers, so I'm really interested in why it finished at a round number.
See, they're coming to the close of the 4 hours, well into it, on GJ, and it's pulling right back.
I think the next hour with GJ will be interesting, because if this is a booby trap candle on the hour, then GJ will fly, but I still don't like the 139.
All right.
Yeah, gold just dipped again. Holy cow.
Gold's dying. Honestly, I was on it earlier. I went to close my position and it just dropped like 70 odd pips in a minute. I was like, what?
You what, mate?
Like,
you what?
At this rate, we can go back down to 1900.
Yeah. I reckon definitely
this is going to be a $100 candle today. Could you imagine? It goes down to 1900.
Well, you know, if you'll be looking for the wick fill on the at 1907.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm looking at. I have my crosshairs on my MT5 at 1907 exactly. Like literally, that's what I was looking at, Ryan. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, because I thought we were gonna have problems at 1976, like in this consolidation area, but
Yeah.
forget that. It's just gonna keep ripping. Okay.
I closed out at 1981, and that was my last 20% that I'd left running.
Wow, that daily rejection yesterday started the whole catalyst. Could you imagine you're in at $2,033 and you just watch it drop? Oh Jesus! Like
It's literally just been going mental until the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I've had to go from like 2.5 lots down to like 50.5s.
Wow.
You know, just because the movement on it and the volatility.
I can't believe this. This is absolutely insane.
Look at the last 2 4-hour
Because
candles.
now the monthly candles flip bearish, and if that's now the new, I guess the new supply zone. Wow, that's gonna be absolutely insane. That whole move's gonna crack down to 1,700 over the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where I see it. The 1796.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, time to take a sell then.
Like literally, you could basically take a sell right now at 1962. Put your stop loss at 2070, so you're at like 140 pips. No, sorry, what's that? 110 pips is your stop loss at that point, and then 1,100 pips is your stop, and then you have basically a 2,200 pip gain. Holy cow! If I do that, I'd have a $1 million trade.
You'd be nice.
Yeah, I have like a $2 million trade. 1784. Close at 1784. Here you go.
I tell you what, I've missed speaking to you lot.
Well, it's nice you still were able to find us. We haven't really moved.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Is when no, it's been me. I've had
Oh, we know that. We're here every day.
Yeah. It's been me. Yeah, I've had women troubles.
Oh, yeah. That'll put a pause on everything in your life. Women troubles.
It can't even put a pause on it. I've literally been. I look. I take a couple of trades, and I think I haven't been on my phone or nothing. I've tried to stay off social media, off WhatsApp, and all the rest. But I'm over now anyway. I've been unfollowed and blocked.
So I think if you're looking for buys for gold, anything above 17 or anything above 1976 will be valid for buys for gold, and anything above 2033 will be buys for gold. Will be valid for buys for gold again. So if you're looking at buys, I mean, I'm not buying anything below this. This is silly. Like, this is ludicrous to buy this low.
For me, I'm looking for sells and 1983 for me to take a position.
Well, I was just happy we passed through my birthday at 1979, and now we're back into the 50s again. So
GJ didn't end nice.
no,
But our didn't put a new high in, and it didn't put a new low in.
No, GJ looks like it's going to continue to range in that area, if not dip a bit.
The only thing with GJ, you don't get a chance. When it goes, it goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's created somewhat of a support on the 5 minute, to be honest, at 138, 945. But I mean, we're still not breaking the 139 level strong. It's just silly. I mean, the way that it keeps bouncing in that area. I mean, you get that nice impulse push, and then it'll pull all the way back again. So we'll have to wait maybe another day. That's all.
What dates you in London, Rakeel? The 4th to the 7th.
He's gone again.
Oh my god!
I'm just looking for mangoes.
There he is. Oh, he's changed. He's white and he's moved. Who am I looking at?
You're not looking at him. He's not there.
Yeah, no, I was looking at someone. I don't know who it was. They've gone now.
I'll wait for US 30 and see if I can grab something there. It's going to be a fun US 30 move.
I need to look at the order chart window.
Yeah, I think, like I said, if you're in US 30 right now, really be careful as we come close to the 9:30. So in the next 20 minutes, be very, very cautious.
Wow.
At around just before 9:30. So if you're in buys with US 30, just be very, very cautious around there, because it could whipsaw very hard and knock you out. So, you know, if you've done a decent move with US 30, I mean, you really don't have to hold it through the New York Open, the NYSE Open. So just be very cautious.
That US 30 looks so nice on the 1 hour. It's just going.
Yeah, it's because we're going to come into the equity open and then it'll probably bounce around again. But I think if people caught it in the last hour, you're pretty good. And then this hour should give you a little bit of a push, but don't be surprised if we whip all the way back down and fill back the previous hour's bullish movement if we go bearish this hour and then drive further up. If you really want to be safe with US 32, a lot of times I'll wait till the half hour after the New York Stock Exchange open. So I'll wait at like 10 a.m. Eastern to look at a position as well. If you want to avoid all the chaos in the 9:30, what you can do is potentially look at 9:45, look at the 15-minute candle at 9:45 for a potential entry. Obviously watching 5-minute candles, or you can wait till 10 o'clock and look to see how the new hour forms and then take an entry on that. So just be very careful around those times. But usually the 10 a.m. candle on US 30 is a little bit cleaner, to be honest, than the 9:30 to 10 a.m. 30-minute candle. What's your spread for US 30?
Do you see resistance at where it's at now, Ted?
No,
28120.
No, because we don't have the equity open yet. It's going to fly past that. It's just how it's going to do it. We just don't know. That's the problem. The spread for US 30 is 40 pips on US 30 for me. It's 40 pips. So basically a point. And gold is still dying. Like I said, if gold drops down to like the 1920s, oh man, that's gonna be a good day. And Trump. What time does gold have volume? Gold has volume every single hour during the daylight hours right now. Because gold is just going to keep rocking to the free world. Because the thing with gold, once again, is when gold trends, it trends very, very hard. And I just can't stomach those drawdowns. Will you be on Paul's live stream after Raja's? Nope, I go to the gym because you have to book the appointment for the gym. So I go to the gym after my trading. Ooh, we're in the 40s now. There you go. So I think right now, if you're in this trade for gold, look at 1931 as a support. My MT5 is frozen on gold.
I think you're going to be at that before the end of this hour, Ted.
Yep. So there you
How
go.
it's looking.
So if you're trading gold, enjoy. Wow.
And do you know what, Ted, as well? I seen the clean space and I was like, I wanted to hold early and I was like, surely it can't do that whole move. Like,
I know.
But it has.
Ted, are you still in the GJ trade? No, Ted closed the GJ trade a long time ago. Long time ago. Remember this day when gold is back at 2100. Yeah, but Iron Man, we can say gold can go to 3000. I just don't want to be in a 200 or 200 pip drawdown for no reason. Like it doesn't help my psyche. Let's put it that way. But I can see gold going to 2100. That's great. But right now, it's at 1946. So it'll take probably a couple days for it to go back up to 2100. I just don't want to be in a drawdown. Like, this is very difficult for me to, just from my logical standpoint, for me to be taking buys over here. That's very not logical of me to take buys when I see stuff like this, and these are easy buys. That's just my way of trading. I just don't think that taking buys over here and then hoping that it stops somewhere over here or over here, I can just let it do all that. Yeah, just let it go all the way down here, and then when you get a candle that looks like this, take a buy, and then you can just go all the way up, and you have a nice easy trade. That's all. I mean, to each their own. People trade the way they feel comfortable. I just counterintuitively can't take buys when candles are going down on every time frame. It just doesn't make sense
how
to me.
it's dropping.
Yeah.
With how it's dropping 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips. Like, it's just dropped another 10. Like, why would you try and take a buy? Now it's just dropped another 10.
Yeah, it's like it's really going hard down to like 1930 now.
It's just dropped another 30.
There it goes some more. Now we're in 39. Oh God.
30, 1939. What did you say? 1931.
31. Yeah. Yeah. 1931. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's just at the end of the day, like when you look at these trades, I understand the rationale that probably institutions are trying to buy at these lower levels, but I'm not an institutional trader, so I just rather not have that institutional problem. That's sort of how I feel.
We're all going for that 1900, 1907 in that wick. And I don't think it's going to have a problem getting there. If it breaks where it is now, like this, that 35 area, 1930, 31, 35 I've got. And GG's doing nothing. GU's
US30
died though,
looks like
Ted.
it's gonna pull back US30. 10 a.m. should be nice today.
Wow, gold dipped down even further.
Yeah, just a bit, eh?
Yeah, I took a sell, 30-cent sell, and like 15 minutes ago, and it was up like $200. I'm like, what? Found it?
Rakeel, what date are you in London? The 4th to the 7th?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be coming in on the 4th of September, and yeah, the 4th till the 11th.
Okay.
4th till the 11th. I just did a little withdrawal over here.
Yeah. Is it all business or some pleasure?
It's mix of both, 50-50.
Yeah. Are you seeing family? What I mean.
Yeah, for one
Or is
day,
it-
and then that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for one day. I got my in-laws over there.
Yeah, no problem.
My withdrawal came in. Boom, 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 boom.
Oof.
Oh wow, AUD USD took a tumble. Damn. God damn. What time is it? 9:14. I guess I'm gonna go to the gym today. I don't have an appointment, but we don't need appointments here. Just gonna walk in, spend 2 hours, and good to go.
Tell them, do you know who you are? You most probably get advertised at Gym Rakeel. I bet you get free membership now.
Probably.
You're that guy.
I should get free stuff from everywhere, man. I advertise so many things.
Yeah, I think, what is it? It's got to be a couple of thousand a post. 100,000 followers, got to be $5,000 a post.
Oh wow, yeah, that's insane. Imagine.
I'm gonna Google it now.
Hey Raja, where can we discuss about the course? Because I don't know. You guys don't talk here. Yeah, if you can find it, you can find it. If you can't find it, then you can't find it. You going to LA Fitness in Erin Mills? Yes, I'm gonna be there in 45 minutes. I'm gonna be in LA Fitness in 45 minutes in Erin Mills. I'm gonna be doing arms today. So if someone wants to join me do arms, you're most welcome. Come around and we'll smash some biceps and triceps today.
Gonna do arms today.
Yeah.
Sounds so funny. Time to work out arms.
Yeah, time to work out triceps and biceps.
Yeah, today's back and biceps for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have a pretty good deal with LA Fitness. I pay like $340 a year.
That's actually not bad.
No, it's
It's like
pretty
works
good.
out to be like $35 a month.
Yeah. Well, to me, $35 a month seems more expensive than $350 a year. So I chose the yearly package, like just one time.
Yeah, because I pay $41 a month to go to Good Life.
Ho ho! Yeah, because you're rich, right?
I'm rich. It's Jesus Christ. No, actually, LA Fitness is a nicer gym than Good Life, to be honest. If LA Fitness was like 5 minutes closer, I would go there because they have a basketball court. They have like all this stuff. Yeah, no. But Good Life is good. But it will be hard to go. I have to adjust my gym schedule anyways.
I used to work at LA Fitness. You have the best deal. Yes, because I bargained with them. Yeah, man. They started off with some weird number that came out of their mouth, like 500 a year. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna pay 500 a year. You know, and then I started comparing it with Fit for Less and Good Life, that how those are open more hours and you guys aren't open more hours, and then they kind of like came down, and we struck a deal at $340 a year.
We struck a deal.
Yeah.
I haven't lived in America for like 2 years now, and I still get offers saying, come back and we'll give you no initiation fee. So,
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, see you at the bank. Goodbye. All right, everybody, I'm gonna head off over here. Take care, have fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
see you
Have a
later.
good day,
Okay,
sir.
thank
See
you.
you tomorrow.
Have a good day, mate.
Yeah.
Have a good day, mate.